Good morning. Back on our trail, except we went a different way and we got kind of stuck. I'll add that in here. There's a bunch of water coming down the hill and it blocked off the trail, and we tried to go either way, but I wasn't feeling like getting soaking wet today. And the reason we went this way is because we saw other vehicles here for the first time. And I don't love passing other dogs. I avoid it if I can. So we decided to go this way, and it was actually a blessing because it was a lot of fun, as you can see. They're fine. And we had a really good time, and it was a good hike because it's all uphill. And that got me thinking. The idea came to me about when you think, I'm okay. All right, come on guys, come on, let's go. I think I'm gonna leave that in there because that's kind of funny. Okay, I had to break it up. They're fine now. So what I was saying was, it's often a blessing when you get detoured. This is a metaphor, but I'm talking about in life. When you think you need to go one way, or you're supposed to go one way, and it's not working, and the doors are closing, and it seems like an uphill battle and a struggle, if you can just let go and trust that you're always being guided, that you're never going to be led astray. Sometimes it seems super difficult, and that this can't be the way. There's no way the universe would be guiding me to this because it's so awful. Sometimes you have to go through that stuff to get to where you're going. You have to learn those lessons, gain that armor for that next level you've been asking for. And most people just want to get to their dreams, their dream job, partner, house, whatever it is, immediately. But when that happens, it's like when people win the lottery, how the majority of people win the lottery who aren't prepared for it, they end up losing all that money. Because whatever beliefs they have about not having enough money or not being good enough or not deserving it, those are still there, so the money drains away. And that's the same thing about life. If you can just let go. If you can just let go and go with the flow of life, you'll see that you can be taken to places that you hadn't even dreamed of, couldn't even have thought of. For example, this hike and this hill, when we arrived, I was like, oh man, there's other people here, this is gonna suck. In the first few minutes of the walk, I was on guard, looking out for them. And then I just thought, let's go this way. We've never gone this way. And we started walking up the hill, and it turned out to be so nice because I knew other people wouldn't come up here because it's a lot more treacherous. And then it ended up being the best walk, and I'm sure we avoided the other people. We'll see. And so that was my little message for today, that when you think life is just, you're going down the wrong path, this is not the right way, it's too hard. I had something else to add. My point of this story was that if you're going through tough times, you're struggling, and you're focused on what's happening in front of you, that you don't have that job, you don't have the house, the partner, the money, then it's going to be an excruciating path the entire time. If I had thought of other people being around and I didn't want to go up this path and it's harder, the walk would have sucked. Instead, I let go and thought, this is it. This is the way we're meant to go. I was guided this way, and I listened and followed and went that way, and my dogs had a blast, and it was fun for me. I got some good footage. It was so nice to be around water. I love being around the water. My feet are wet, but that is fine. It's not that cold today. And so that is my key takeaway, that sometimes when things are hard, I know it's hard to not focus on what's in front of you, or if you have debt, or if you've just gone through a loss or a breakup. But try to focus outside of you on what could be and what your goal and vision is, so that you can still keep enjoying life and not have that tunnel vision and be brought down by the incessant loop in your mind. I hope that made sense. But when you are doing what you love and you're happy, and maybe you're like, well, why don't I have money? Why aren't I this? Just hang on and keep doing it for the joy of it, because I loved this walk, and it was so much fun. And once I could let go of the thought of, oh man, there's other people here, I didn't want to do this, I was able to enjoy it and have fun. And my dogs had a blast in the water. I'll show you that here. So that's my little message. I hope you took away what I took away from it. So it turns out that this car I was worried about is still here. So that's a great example of me getting into my own head and having negative thoughts and almost letting it ruin my walk. I don't even know if these people are on the trail or not. And I could have let it ruin my walk with my dogs when potentially there was nobody else even on the trail. So that's an example of your intrusive thoughts ruining the moment in front of you, ruining the present moment because of some sort of fear that may or may not even be there. Most of the time, it's not there. It's just made up in your head. So I hope that made a little more sense. Have a good day.